What is inquiry? Hi, my name is Ryan Stoyer. Welcome to PBL Simplified for Teachers, where we answer your PBL need-to-knows so that we can simplify the PBL process for your classroom. Today, we're answering the question, what is inquiry? And I like the question a lot because it's more than an icebreaker question that you have at the beginning of your class period. It's more than this great bell ringer that you have, and then you just teach algebra the way you've always taught algebra. It's more than this journal entry that is actually in the form of a question, not a statement. And then you go on with the rest of your compound complex lesson. Inquiry, true deep guided inquiry that actually raises engagement, needs to look different than that. So let me give you an example. A group of 8th graders needs to learn about the Punnett square. So the Punnett square is not intuitively engaging. Agree with that? So the task that the 8th graders are given is to help parents that just found out their kid has a genetic disease. So a parent goes to the doctor's office, they find out that their child has hemophilia. What's the very first thing that they want to know? They want to know everything there is to know about hemophilia so that they can best support their child. So 8th graders, your job is to figure out the best resources to put in that doctor's office to help parents know about the genetic disease that their child has. And then the 8th graders go, wow, that's deep. I'm in on that. How do I do that? Boom! And then if you're super excited, you're like, yes! That's inquiry. As soon as your learner says, how do I do that? You've got them engagement-wise because they put themselves in the driver's seat they need to figure it out so that they can solve this problem. That's why the problem has to be authentic. And once it is, then they're involved in that. Now, could you just let 8th graders run wild across the internet to figure out how to create these pamphlets, PSAs, PowerPoints, Prezis, whatever it is? Of course not. That will not work. So the inquiry is there. The guided inquiry then comes from us knowing our standards well and our power standards well, having the scaffolding and structures that maybe you've used in the past in a traditional classroom. You're now going to wrap those around this really authentic project and guide your learners through this inquiry process. But the inquiry is more than the questions that you have and that you pose. It's this idea of that switch. Did you hear the switch in that project? It was, how am I going to figure out how to help these people? By the way, you're going to have to know the Punnett square to do that, right? But they're already engaged, and sure, I'll learn the Punnett square. I don't know what that is, but I'm happy to learn that so I can help people. That's how you develop true inquiry. And once you start to bring inquiry as a regular process in your classroom, your engagement is going to go through the roof, and you will have engaged learners, you'll have tackled boredom, and you will have transformed your classroom.